Now let's talk about something else. What about those AI that can draw pictures or make videos or even create music? Those are called generative AIs because instead of just answering questions with text, they can actually generate and create other type of stuff and media. And the way they work, surprisingly kind of similar to the initial version of ChatGPT, just the text version, but with a twist. For images, let's start with images. You might have heard of tools like Midjourney, DALL, Stable Diffusion. Those are AIs that can take a text prompt and turn it into a picture. You type in something like a dog riding a skateboard on the moon, and boom, the AI makes that image. But how does it do it? Well, instead of predicting words like ChatGPT, these image AIs works with pixels, those tiny little dots that makes up the picture. They look at a blank canvas and basically go, what color should this dot be? And then this one next to it, and then the ones around it, just like ChatGPT guess the next word. Image AIs guess what the next pixels should be based on the billions of images and art that they have seen, they have trained on. They don't actually understand what a dog or a skateboard is. They just have millions of references of what those things look like, and they have learned to copy the visual pattern pixel by pixel. Now for video. Some of the most popular AI video tools right now that's out is Runway, Kling, Dream Machine, and Google's VO3. Those tools can take your ideas or even an image or just a text prompt and turn it into a short moving video. How do they work? Well, they work kind of the same way the image generators work, but they do it a step further by doing it frame by frame. On top of that, they try to figure out how things move over time. It's like flipping through a digital flipbook, but instead of drawing each frame yourself, the AI does it for you. And how are they trained? Well, of all the videos and movies and also images that exist on the web and whatever other way that you can get its hands on. Every Instagram post, every TikTok, every video the user generated, if it's publicly accessible, it can be accessed by this AI as training data. That's why there is so much controversy regarding copyright and how AI is simply using the stuff that you created to further improve itself. And for music or voice, AI like Suno, Music LM, and 11 Labs, some of the most famous ones, they work also very similarly in that they are trained on a huge amount of audio, music clips, instruments, scenes, and more. It doesn't really feel or understand the music, but it knows the patterns. It knows how a pop song usually flows, what chord sounds good together, combined with obviously some human engineering, or how a voice matches the vibe of what you are looking for, and what kind of audio pattern is associated with what word, and what emphasizes on what. So even though those AIs are doing and outputting different things, drawing, making sound, generating videos, they are all doing it by learning it the similar way. They're seeing huge quantities of references and training data, and then they try to figure out, well, how do they work, the patterns, what comes next, whether it is a word, a pixel, a sound, a video frame, and generate the output. And that's really the core idea behind all of it. And like last video, as I mentioned before, as the training data and the method of training gets complicated enough and sophisticated enough that they become a little bit of like a black box, in that we know how it's initially designed and how things goes in, the training goes in, the parameters, and what information that kind of kickstart this thing, the AI, and then what output it comes out. But how exactly does it do it? We don't know for sure. It's become more and more like a black box, a mystery, as the technology becomes more and more sophisticated. And lastly, the newest AIs, such as ChatGPT 4.0, the large language model AIs we started with, can now do all of that in one place. They can manage to do text, image, sound, and even video, all kind of in the same AI model, or based on in the same AI brain in a sense. And these are called multimodal AI. So today, some of the most popular large language chat models, such as ChatGPT, Cloud, Grok, Gemini, Just as a few example, doesn't just read or write anymore. They can understand and create images, understand and be able to talk to you in audio and more. Basically, all these things are coming together and becoming less like a chatbot. It becomes something like a robot that understands the world around it by taking in visual information, image information, text information, sound information, and that's where AI is heading. It's as it becomes more and more sophisticated. And honestly, we're just getting started because ChatGPT has only been out for a few years, and look where we are today. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.